Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. It's your girl, Miss Honey, here to do another review for Real Housewives of Potomac. You guys know we are in our 4th season of Real Housewives of Potomac. It's still a really great show. This is episode 3, Hot Mic, and this episode just sort of begins to start to talk about Michael, Ashley's husband, ergo the reference Hot Mic. But we're going to talk about it. First of all, the show opens with a party that Ashley threw for her Uncle Lump. We remember Uncle Lump from last season, and it's his 52nd birthday, and she's throwing a party, and so we started in with that party. But before we get too deep into the show and everything that's going on with the show currently, in this Hot Mic episode, I want to welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. I hope you enjoy yourself. Remember to hit that notification bell. And you have several choices there. I would hit the always notify, just because I don't really drop a whole lot of content out there. So when I do drop content, you want to make sure that you're always notified. So hit that notification bell. That will be great. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe if you're new to my channel. You're looking for someplace cool to hang out. I'd love to have you become a member of the tribe. Everybody knows that hitting that thumbs up button is just like saying, hey, Miss Honey, as well as comment down below. We love to banter down below. Excuse me, you guys. There is so much going on in this episode, and I hope I don't come across as mean, but let's just get into it. First of all, the episode opened with some problematic things that Michael, Ashley's husband, is saying at her uncle's party. And it ends with some of the ladies kind of confirming some of those problematic things, having heard firsthand some of those problematic things come out of Michael, Ashley's husband's mouth. Okay, and all of this is supposed to play into what we read on the blogs about Ashley's husband having been accused of being sexually inappropriate, or I guess I don't know if he was arrested or questioned about being sexually inappropriate, or I don't know specifics of what he was being accused of. But go out to Beautiful Soul's channel. She did a blog post about it and a video on her channel, Beautiful Soul Speaks. She talks all about it. But basically, somebody was accusing him of being sexually aggressive with them, to the point where they felt violated and felt like maybe the law had been broken. But he was later to be proven, I guess, innocent of that, or charges were dropped, or something of that nature. Well, anyway, all of this little banter kind of feeds into that, but we're going to talk about it. First, let's just talk about Ashley and Michael. Ashley's mom is coming over, and I think this is the first time she's going to see Michael since she had a huge blow up with Ashley last year about it, basically because Michael and Ashley have been putting a lot of money into her mom and her mom's relationship, and taking care of her mom and her mom's boyfriend who wasn't working, and they were just pulling all the checks. And her mom, you know, acted out. I mean, like, she pushed back against it, and she said some things that made Ashley feel some type of way. And I think because Michael was over footing the bill for Ashley and her whole family all together. I mean, I guess Ashley is one thing, but her whole family all together, like, I think he was just over that. And so he said some things too. I'm sure it was all seen, all heard. So this would be her mom's first time seeing Michael since that whole situation popped off. So Her mom comes in and, you know, she's very jovial. She's having a good time. And Ashley is talking about the same old thing. She always talks about the fact that she's trying to get her body ready for a baby. And her mom's like, I don't know how I feel about grandbabies. She's telling the same old thing about drinking. Every time I see Ashley in this episode, I'm going to go glug, 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 glug. Because she keeps talking about the fact that she doesn't drink. But every time I see, she is turning up a beer. Glug, 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 glug. A glass. Glug, 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 glug. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. Okay, your mouth is saying one thing, but you're doing a completely different situation. You stood out there outside of Ashley's, I'm sorry, Monique's wedding. It wasn't Monique. Monique and Chris is a whole situation different. What is it? What's the girl name that married the boy Chris to? Candiace. You sat out there and outside of Candiace's wedding acting like a teenage girl on spring break, talking to your husband about drinking. Like, I can't believe I drank that much. Apparently you enjoy a glass of fermented product, like Candiace say. Apparently you enjoy that, because you are perpetually talking about not drinking but drinking. Anyway, her and her mama have a beer and she makes shrimp and they talk, and Michael is in another room working out. They talk about Uncle Lump's birthday. Uncle Lump is recovering from 2 years in remission from leukemia, I think. So he's doing good. He's celebrating his 52nd birthday. The guy looks really, really good. Well, he's also the uncle that told her that he think that Michael just want a trophy wife. He don't want children. He just want a trophy wife. Now, y'all know I agree with Uncle Lump. Y'all already know that. I agree 100% with Uncle Lump. Well, Michael comes in the room. He sees her mom. Her mom, of course, this is older people. A lot of older people don't really, if it's not serious, they don't really hold on to that stuff. So she's like, hey, Michael. You know, she want to move past it. He's okay with moving past it. Most guys are. You find very few guys that hold grudges like that. And so they hug. And so Ashley just goes right into making it a moment. She just had to muster, you know, till she could get her tears up. And you know, they suppose this means so much to me to just see y'all hug. Y'all don't know, I just never thought I would see that. I was just like, girl, I'm just saying, tears just doesn't always make the moment. I don't know. I just don't understand all these fake tears. But anyway, she's super happy about that. It's just too much. Later on at Uncle Lump's party, Michael makes a reference after he greets him. You're the man of the hour. I know we have some things we need to talk about. He did all of that for Ashley. Them two men would not talk about that comment that Uncle Lump made about him wanting a trophy wife. Men just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? They say what they got to say and they move on. If it's a huge issue, they pull each other aside in private and they talk about it. Men just aren't that dramatic. You can tell that him continually on camera trying to make amends is at her urging, which I guess wives do. But then later on in the party, when she was like, well, I know y'all spoke, but y'all haven't really talked. And he was like, I mean, I'm cool. I understand you're like a daughter to him, so I get where he was coming from with the whole situation, right? Like, I get it. I understand. And she was like, yeah, but I mean, just to talk to him again. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? If the man don't have a problem with Uncle Lump, let that shit go, girl. Like, why are you trying to make it an issue? Why are you trying to make this Uncle Lump thing a part of the storyline? Like, girl, let that go. Let that go. Quit trying to have moments here and there over some bull crap. You got bigger fish to fry. Like the fact that your husband seems like he might be low key, not so low, more key, bisexual. I don't know. Maybe he bisexual. Maybe he trisexual. Maybe he just enjoy putting it places, but he does seem to be overly enamored with the male physique. He might just be flat out gay, girl. He might just be flat out gay. I mean, in which case, let this man fly free. Okay, let him fly free and be with who he want to be with. It just seems like, anyway, he really appreciates the male physique. Let's just put it that way. So I really like that yellow dress that Ashley wore in the confessional. I love those blue earrings. They were really pretty. We did get to see them a couple of times outside of the confessional. And I love that swoop. Y'all know I love a good swoop and or pompadour. I think it's just something really, really pretty about a black woman with a nice swoop, darling. Swoop. Give me sculpture. Give me movement. Structure, darling. Give me structure. Anyway, so then let's move on to Karen and Ray. Karen and Ray are going to pick out headstones for her parents. Everything else has been done. The funeral has been had. Everything is good. But now she's picking out the headstone. And so they want to get the specifics for each headstone. And so while trying to reference her father's age, she uses Ray's age as an anchor point for her memory bank. So Ray was born in 1946, and her dad was 2 years older than Ray. He was born in 1944. So I was like, girl, I would not use, I'm trying to figure that age out real quick. I would not use my husband as an anchor point for my dad's age. I would not use my husband's age or birthday, year to date. I mean, she seemed like she really loved Ray, but you married your daddy. 73. Ray is 73 years old, darling. My daddy's 75. So, yeah, girl, you married your daddy. Now, she seemed like she loved Ray. She really does. Again, here we go. In reference to her father, she begins to think about Ray, losing Ray. Like, the whole situation is weird for that reason alone. That thinking about her father in death or in life or in terms of age makes her reference her husband is peculiar. It's a little awkward. And so then she wants in confessional to kind of get it together because she can't bear to think about losing Ray, which I think she would be upset about losing Ray. Like I said, I think Karen loved Ray. I just shout out to people who can do it. Shout out to people who can do it. I give it up to them. I really, really do. I need somebody that could give me a light stroke choke. Who know how to tongue. I don't think they was tonguing back then in the 40s. I don't think they was doing a lot of tonguing. I don't know if, he likes to hang out downtown. Like, it's just, I don't know. I just need more for myself. Anyway, later on, she had Gizelle over, and she's staging the whole house, and they decide to exchange secrets. I really like Karen in that longer blonde wig with that swoop over. I think that's pretty. I think her side part needs to be here. I think anything directly in her face it just ages her a little bit. She looked a lot younger, a lot fresher with that swoop over. I think she could benefit from some wig care classes, just how to polish off a wig look, because she needed one of them flyaway sticks that you see all the girls using to take flyaways down. But other than that, I thought that was really pretty. Karen is pigeon-toed. She got a bad walk. She do have a bad walk, but she got a nice body. And her face just looks softer in that longer hair with that side part. Well, Gizelle come over and she's saging the house, you know, just doing the most as usual. They decide to exchange secrets. They go ahead and exchange the secrets. Gizelle, to me, told a very minor secret. She used Veet to wax her bikini line instead of, to clean her bikini area up instead of wax, because wax give you bumps. And Karen was like, well, don't that burn your the little man in the boat if you touch it? And I guess apparently she's very careful and she keeps from getting the product on the little man in the boat, I'm assuming. I don't know. Okay, so, and Karen's secret is that she's afraid to go without a bra now that she had her implants removed, because she don't think that Ray see her breast the same. First of all, Ray probably, if he is still dilly-dallying around your breast area, girl, with any type of fervor and momentum enough to stoke the fires, he is probably just going by memory and touch and feel, because I doubt without readers he's really paying that much attention. And I'm gonna tell you something, at 75 you still got a woman that wanna get to it like that with you. What difference do it make that you got to go down one side of the mountain to get one titty and down the other side to get the other titty and bring them together? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a pretty poor monkey that can't climb a tall tree. Like, just bring them together and work on them if that's what you do. Somehow, I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal, Karen, but okay. I thought it was weird that Gizelle wanted to look around the house. She was still shading Karen, saying that Karen them just living them couple rooms and they using the basement as stores. That's why Karen didn't want to show you around. She didn't want to show you around because she is still punishing you. She is still teaching you a very important lesson about bad behavior. Didn't your daughter teach you last week that you maybe go too far? Maybe you go too far with these comments and these jokes and whatnot. What did we learn? But Gizelle can't help it. Gizelle can't help it. She's a she a mean girl. So that's Karen and Ray. Then let's talk about the whole Sherman and Gizelle situation. So Gizelle goes to their therapist. On my live that I did earlier today, you guys check it out if you get a chance, where I do a Warby Parker try on, and you guys help me pick out which pair of Warby Parkers I want to go with. And we did a little light chit-chatting. We got on the subject of Gizelle, and I had some questions about if it was really true what Gizelle was trying to put on was going on between her and Sherman, because if they was going to therapy, then why was he still feeling uncomfortable? Like, y'all didn't talk about that. Anyway, this week we get to meet the therapist, and he kind of co-signed it that Sherman is there in therapy, and he tagged her about cutting people off, which I probably need to talk about that in a live, because I was feeling like that maybe that's me. Once you show me who you are, you ain't got to worry about me. If you want to be more than, if you want to get outside of that box, it's completely up to you. It's not up to me. But I cut people off too. I do. Especially men. I won't say friendships as much. I could take it or leave it. But men, for sure, you're not going to waste my time. And you certainly not finna be getting free, perks and amenities like we in a relationship. And we not. That for sure is going to end. I don't care what Anyway, he had a point about cutting people off and just dropping people and that type of thing. And it was something she had to think about. But I just think this Sherman thing is a dead issue. I don't feel as though he is on the same wavelength in terms of being on the show and doing things, as her man on the show. Anyway, we see that she's having dinner with Katie. Katie is from season 1 or season 2. And Katie's a party girl. Katie likes to party. Katie was she was engaged to, I think, a white man, Caucasian male. And I think he was of Jewish descent. I think she was in the process of converting over to Judaism, and that broke up really bad. She had kids with this man, and I think she had kids with another man. I can't remember. I think she had kids with the man she was married to. This man that she was engaged to, I don't think they had kids. I don't think they got married. They ended up breaking up. I think they both was, cool, slick on something. Maybe not cocaine or meth. But the way they was tongue kissing at that party, like wasn't nobody else there. The first season or second season, whatever it was, they was definitely doing some Molly or something, allegedly. Anyway, Katie's back. Like I say, Katie's a good time girl. Katie loves to have a good time. And she been around Caucasians just long enough to forget how she's supposed to act in front of black people. First of all, she shows up to dinner with this thing on. And I don't know if she's wearing it because she's full on Jewish now. I can't remember if one of her parents was Jewish. I don't remember, but she's wearing this thing just sort of hanging on her head, like she may be wearing it for religious purposes. I don't know. Anyway, Gizelle call herself rekindling with Katie. I think it's just because she doesn't. Robyn is way hot and heavy with Juan now, so she's probably not hanging out as much. Karen is giving her the cold shoulder. I think ultimately she's bored with Ashley. Ashley might be a little bit of a dodo bird, and really Monique is probably kind of sort of semi in the same boat as Ashley. So she's looking for somebody to hang out with. I don't know if Katie is necessarily the best person for that, because Gizelle seems to have responsibility when it comes to her children. And I read on the blogs, I don't know how true it is, that Katie is having some custody issues. Currently, what I read a few months ago is that her ex-husband sued her for custody of the children. Like, she don't even have custody of her children. And I think she have to do like drug testing or alcohol testing or something. Like, Katie's a party girl. It's all alleged. I don't know what happened with that, but there was it was a situation. I don't know if that's somebody you want to hang out with, because like I said, you take care of your kids. You got, you know what I'm saying? Like, Katie's not a good idea. Katie, to me, I don't know. She kind of proves it when she misspeaks at Uncle Lump's party to Candiace, telling Candiace was like, I'm just 5 days in being married. And she was like, well, I wish I had met you 5 days ago. I would have told you not to do it. Meanwhile, Chris standing right there. It was just an awkward moment. Like, you put your foot in your mouth. But Candiace took it all in stride. I mean, she was very funny in the confessional. But, so that's Gizelle. She bringing Katie back aboard, and she's co-signing on Katie all together. Like I said, she met her for dinner, and she brought her to Ashley's birthday, Uncle Lump's birthday party. Anyway, Candiace and Chris, they are 5 days after their wedding. They go downstairs to open gifts at the house, and Candiace is a spoiled brat. She's a spoiled brat, but Chris seems to be signed up for it. Now she's making references about them getting out of that condo because her mom owns it and could walk in any moment, because even though her mama was back in Atlanta, she done kept a key to the condo so she could show up at any moment. I was just like, girl, did Chris have anything of his own when you met him? I mean, I hate to be like Mama Dorothy, who really is a miserable really a miserable hoe. I hate to say it like that, but I'm telling you, with my Twisted Life of Poetry reviews this show too. You guys check my Twisted Life of Poetry out. But when she said she was so put off with Candiace's mom. She was like, I figured it out. Candiace's mom is a miserable hoe, and she's a miserable hoe. Oh my gosh, it's so mean, but it's hilarious. Like, and she do sound like she a little bit of miserable person, but She is back in Atlanta, but she could show up. I hate to sound like her, but I'm thinking that. I'm like, girl, you $200,000 on a wedding and y'all want to buy a house? I don't know. I just, to me, Chris, I don't know. It seems like he may be mature in terms, and he may be genuine in terms of his feelings for her, giving her advice, but just being smart about his money and business, he may not necessarily be that type of individual. And it helps if one of you guys are. He doesn't seem like he is. Like, for her to keep bringing that up and he is just like, slow down, makes me feel like it's not something even he been thinking about. Like, dude, you're supposed to be building a nest. From the moment you realize you want to be with somebody, especially as a male, you're supposed to be the caregiver and the leader. Like, you need to be building a nest. Like, Candiace like it, I love it, y'all. I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's talk about Monique and Chris. Monique is so cute pregnant. She's so cute pregnant. We see them at home. That's the only time we see them. They're at home. They giving kids a bath. Y'all know, I don't know. I don't have children. When we stop putting boys and girls in the tub together, cause you know, I don't know how old a little boy is, but he seemed like he might be 8. The little baby seemed like she might be 3 or 4. Maybe he's 7. I don't know. I mean, mom and dad were there together and the kids was playing in the tub. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. When we supposed to cut off this boys and girls in the tub together? Because I know, well, it used to be a time where Family Children's Services required boys and girls, or if you got assistance, I can't remember the details. Like I said, I've never had children. I just had my niece and nephew to go by, and I don't know if they have to be boys and girls have to be in a separate bedroom. I don't know the rules. I don't know. So it seemed like to me the tub would be out, but it was all sweet. It was loving. Chris keep trying to push baby number 4, even though she still got baby number 3 in the belly. She want him to get snipped. He's not gonna get snipped, and he wants the sweet nook whenever he wants the sweet nook. No abstinence. So Monique, you might need to keep your eyes. You might need to keep your eyes on Chris and the one-eyed Wonder Weenie, because he seems like he trying to slide a baby in that belly. As soon as you drop that baby, it seems like he might be trying to slide another little egg in the oven. You keep your eye on that Wonder Weenie, okay? It's up to something. All right, so she does not go to Ashley's party for obvious reasons. Karen also does not go to Uncle Lump's party for obvious reasons. But let's talk about Robyn and Juan real quick, and then we're going to wrap this up. Okay. Robyn and Juan are on their way to the house that Robyn is supposed to be flipping, and they taking paint supplies, paint samples to try on the wall. She got one contractor there. Where are the other people? Why is that one contractor there working? Where is his crew? There should be people everywhere. She is 8, she said 10 last week, months over. They bought the house. They should have been done in 4 months. They 10 months in. The yard is overrun. There's no landscaping being done. The house inside is a horrendous mess. There's stuff everywhere, and she's like, cosmetics. I was like, well, first of all, hardwood floors is not cosmetics, because you can't just walk around on these unfinished floors with nails and stuff, and Is it you sink? Your toilet ain't in, girl? You talking about cosmetics? So you trying to tell me the fact that my bathroom got a toilet in is a cosmetic situation? No, tile is cosmetics. Paint is cosmetics. But for you to have unfinished floors and a gaping hole where the toilet should be, girl, where is the crew? Who is in charge? I mean, what, you watch a YouTube video? Like, what is going on? And then for her to sit there and explain to Juan, she was saying one thing in confessional. She don't even know if she gonna break even. And Juan telling Juan she gonna get $50,000 over for the house, and then she gonna put it into the next house. Juan was like, it's a mess. It's nails sticking out. It's unfinished. What's going on? She was trying to make it seem like just Juan is just such a neat freak. Robyn, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Really, girl, what are you doing? You should have brought somebody in by now. And she $10,000 over the budget. Where the money at? Girl, where's the hardwood? The hardwoods that the you know, a lot of times they'll bring the product to the home and have the hardwood stacked in the rooms where they're supposed to go. Same thing with the tiles and all of that. And everybody working on a different part of the house. It was no crew there. It was one man there who was supposed to be the contractor. I was like, hardwoods. No, see, I mean, he just looked like, I was like, girl, did you get this man from the Home Depot, from the Lowe's? I mean, is he a day worker? Who is this man? Are you working on this house? And they driving a Range Rover. Now, maybe the Range Rover leased. Maybe the Range Rover is leased. Maybe. I don't know. But y'all living in a condo that I think y'all renting, if I remember correctly. And it's just, Juan and Robyn continue to act like they are high school lovers. Like I just Robyn in that wig in the confessional, if she didn't not look like a drag queen, I know something. Robyn looked like a straight up and down drag queen. That hair was ridiculous in that wig, them stern jawlines. That wig was a little draggy. I guess she did the pink hair because it was a 90s theme party, but it was very trashly. It just made her look kind of dirty. I don't know. Robyn in this hair. Let's go to this party. Uncle Lump looked good. Katie came in and showed her ass off the rip. It was an awkward moment. Ashley in that constant drinking, glug, 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 glug. Candiace had it, hit the nail on the head. Candiace hit the nail on the head when she said that, she said, are you trying to have a baby or another beer? Like, all that talking you did about Monique, girl, and all they doing this season is showing so far, 4 episodes in, 3 episodes in, they showing you being a drinker. They showing you as smashly, Ashley, trashly, darling. Well, this what happened at the end. So evidently it was a great party. They partied, they drank. Robyn took a lot of footage on her video. Everybody was kind of loosey-goosey, feeling good. Like, they enjoyed themselves. They had a good time. Everybody was drinking. Everybody was having a good time. Karen and Monique was not there. Y'all know Ashley can drink. She is definitely sister glug, 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 glug. But that Michael, he one of them people. When they start drinking, they become inappropriate. He's the kind of person that drinks, he gets handsy. He gets inappropriate. He says inappropriate things. He one of them people that lean in to whisper to you when they drunk and they end up falling on you. Or spitting in your ear. Or putting their lips on you inadvertently. And all of the conversation that they taped, when they say hot Mike, they're saying hot Mike in reference to his name being Michael, but they saying hot Mike too because he had the microphone on. And a lot of the stuff he was saying to people that he saw, he looks like he's partial to black men too. He was saying stuff like, aren't you big, aren't you sexy? And then I think Robyn was saying, she was confirming that he made a comment about he wouldn't mind sucking somebody's peen. Evidently, the sucking the peen comment was said either more than one time or where everybody could hear it, because also Monique was referencing it. That hot mic where he was going on and on about a man's physique and how he looked and how built he was and how hot he was. And now, let me say this. Sharing your man or having to worry about sharing your man with a woman is one thing. But if your man has a penchant or propensity to enjoy the company when it comes to intimacy of a male, I don't know how as a woman you could compete with that. I don't. I can compete to some degree with another woman, even if she's a younger woman. I bring something to the table as a more mature woman that she doesn't. So I can still see that, but you and a male, if that's what he prefer, girl, even if that's what he prefer on vacation, I mean, shouldn't y'all be talking about that? Shouldn't you be getting the parameters? Shouldn't you know what he's into? Like, is he taking prep? Is he protecting himself? Is he into, jacks, boom, bam, thank you, sir? Does he want to have a long-term relationship with you and a long-term relationship with one other male? I mean, it seemed like to me he's into the quick, hot, nasty. Like meet me out back. That drinking, you know what they say, a drunk man speak a sober mind, and he gets really, really, really inappropriate, especially when it comes to other males, the more that he drinks. And it seemed like to me, while he was talking about grabbing Ray's butt last week at Monique's wedding, that anybody can get it when he drink enough. That's all I'm saying. Y'all tell me what you think. Put it down below. Y'all please let me know what's the age we supposed to stop putting boys and girls in the tub together. I just want to know for my own edification. I mean, the kids was having a good time and they was playing. I just wondered, because I'm like, he's a pretty tall boy. Like, I mean, I don't know what the specifics are. Y'all tell me and let me know. And what y'all think about Michael? Some of that stuff he was saying, I'd be like, sir, excuse me. Anyway, y'all tell me what you think. Put it down below. And until next time, honeybees, mwah, mwah, mwah.